I'm on the road traveling, I'll treadmill sprint. So I got one treadmill going at.
You're pushing your cardio as much as you can.
Oh yeah.
Not so much the weight training.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get VO2 max. That's another longevity thing, right? So I'm doing VO2 max. But then I also, in my training, I also don't wanna. So one of the things that, going back to this, is that, like, say Tyson, remember how road work, jog 5 miles a day for conditioning, but what that really does is it actually slows you down. And they're showing now that the modern day boxers, they don't do road work like that. 1 mile is it. And then if they can, they're doing all interval sprints. And for me, playing racquetball, that's all I did, was because my endurance, I needed endurance, being able to explode, and just keep going. And if I jog, my theory was, if I jog, now I'm working that slow fiber muscle. And everybody's like, that's endurance. I said, yeah, that's endurance if you're gonna run the marathon, but not if you're gonna be exploding over and over and over and over again.
Well, what's crazy is, like, most people that talk about VO2 max, or like the pro athletes, you're still training at that level.
Oh yeah, because you have to.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, because my belief's always been, like, say my whole training philosophy was, if my max heart rate according to the charts is, say, 200, I'm gonna be training at 220. And the reason for that is, if you're not training that way with me, when you and I go head to head, when we get to 200 beats per minute, you're gonna start failing, you're gonna start making mistakes, you're gonna start cramping, you're gonna start slowing down. I can still go 20 more beats. So I'll take it up a little bit more, and then all of a sudden, everyone's folding, and I'm going,
cruising. Yeah.
They just listen to you talk, you're like a machine, bro. Like, for real.
So that was my whole philosophy for racquetball. But racquetball is hard because they can do a 10-second pause, they can take timeouts, but then they get to jiu-jitsu, well, it's hands-on. I make you panic, and then I smash you, so you can't breathe when you're panicking. And then MMA even more. Now you're getting hit, kicked, and so my whole thing was all about pressure.
Yeah, but you're using that to fight Father Time.
That too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like your weapon, bro.
So now taking it to Father Time, or taking it to longevity, why do people trip and fall? What muscle are they not using, or what muscle is weak in them? There's fast fiber muscle, right? So if they train only slow, the old people, then when they trip, they're not gonna recover, they're gonna fall, right? So my 98-year-old guy, he's jumping, he's hopping.
What reaction stuff are you doing with him? You doing the ball
hopping
and stuff? Yeah.
I don't do that much, like hand-eye reaction stuff. I tried, like, I make him hit baseballs. So I throw wiffle balls at him.
95, huh?
98.
Oh, 98.
Yeah.
I've been watching him for maybe that many years.
Yeah. But he couldn't hop before.
Wow.
And then he can hop now. And so, like, that's my whole thing. Like, so I do box jumps yet. I do, like, all those plyos. And I know everyone says high impact's no good, but doing a few box jumps isn't high impact.
You know what? The thing with the high impact exercises, first thing, and I teach, impact is relative to the individual and the situation. Because I don't package plyo or jump work as that. I usually will tell them we're going to practice landing, because that's really what I want them to do. And I said, I don't care how high you jump. I just want to see, we want to decelerate perfectly. Yeah, because if we do that well, then the jump will come. But yeah, this is the landing. So people can jump, and if they're not, and they say, well, how do I avoid impact? Well, I said, don't go until you're tired. Just jump a few times, stop when it's super easy, but keep coming back. And then that should be good. So, but yeah, that guy is remarkable, man.
Yeah, he's unreal.
Yeah. He must have great grandchildren, or
he's great.
He knows, right?
Yep.
My grandpa, he lived till 101 years old. And in good, like, he wasn't like all, he was good up until the kind of last days. He was
you'll be around for a long time then.
Well, it's funny because he was big, my size comes from him. For his generation, he was 5'11". Wow. So about my height, but 220 even in his elderly years, and not fat. Wow. He just had his forearms were way bigger than mine. He was just a bigger version of me. Wow. And he kind of had a hot temper. Ate whatever you want, didn't drink, but curse and swear, did all the kind of high stress stuff that's supposed to be a short life. Freaking, he mellowed out as he got older, super chill, 101 years old. Wow. And here's a weird thing. When when I got my surgery for colon cancer, they had to remove 13 inches, they had to remove my ascending colon. And when I was in the operating room getting that surgery, basically they're kind of saving my life, right? Because when I came to, after I kind of like was, cogent enough, my mom told me, hey, I got to tell you something. While you were under, your grandpa passed away. And I was thinking,
What?
it took me a while. It occurred to me later on, I'm like, okay, imagine you live 101 years. How many hours there are within that 101 year span? For me to be in a transitory state like I was, and for him to leave it, I was like, and I was close to him. We were genetically very similar, besides looking, and our temperaments and our personalities were similar, yeah? But I was thinking, that's crazy that during that time, I was only out for maybe an hour, but yeah, that's when he passed.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, if you want to get all woo, I wonder if maybe I should have died on the operating table, and maybe,
maybe
He
this
took
is
it for you.
maybe he kind of
Maybe this is you reincarnated right now.
I don't know. I hope not, because man, some of the stuff I do is terrible. But it was just kind of weird. But I was thinking of all the hours, because I was out for maybe, let's say, 2 hours, in a 2 hour span in 101 years.
Yep.
And we kind of like passed each other. So that's kind of cool. But it's also amazing that big man lived 100, because big people don't usually
Yeah, they say
live.
smaller people usually
Smaller
last
people.
longer, yeah.
And my other grandparents were smaller, lightly built, 140 pounds, and they passed in their 80s, which was way good.
That's still good,
Late
yeah.
80s, they all got some good time, but my grandpa, foul mouth and just
Wow.
He's just fun though. I love him.